three levels right now for the Jets defense are getting exploited by Murray in this offense. Oh, my goodness.
Lit up. My goodness.
Holy smokes.
Leveling Murray.
Doesn't see it coming.
What's up, guys? It's Benny. Incredible things are happening in our country. I repeat, incredible things are happening right now in our country. Donald Trump has effectively put down the criminal alien insurrection that was set to take over Los Angeles. He called in the Marines and National Guard an absolute and total show of force. And President Trump is, again, the strongest leader that we've had in America in my lifetime. The left doesn't know what the hell to do. They're freaking running scared because they don't know how to actually react to real force, real alpha energy, which is what you have here with President Trump.
Right? And when that happens, I have a little statement. They say, they spit, we hit. And I told them, nobody's going to spit on our police officers. Nobody's going to spit on our military.
President Trump is a man of his word. In case you doubted that, there was a marked change in the way that the LAPD reacted to assault. The police had been allowed to be effectively run over by these rioters and protesters, and they took a very different stance once President Trump began to step in. They were tackling. Look at that. Bam! Woo! Man, and they were getting tackled, in fact. They were citizens coming off the sidelines saying, we're done. We're done here. Here is a cultural enricher attacking cops. And, yeah, see you, buddy. This is straight out of Madden 2025. Look at the form. Look at him go. Boom! So it is the F-aroundest of times, as they say, and the fine outingest of times, and it's just been glorious. L.A. riot police deployed at ICE facility, tear gas and paintball guns. Listen to them go pop, pop, pop.
They're coming out. They're coming out. They're coming out.
Yeah. See ya. Yeah, it is the F-aroundest of times and the fine outings of times. You know, you may say a lot of these protesters sitting there behind their little masks, they got no balls, right? Especially if you're directly attacking or trying to commit murder, which is what's happening here, right? Like what's happening here when you're throwing bombs at cop cars, you're throwing incendiary devices at cop cars, and you're chucking bricks into the windshields of a moving cop car. It's attempted murder, right? Yeah, I mean that's what it is. This is what it should be charged with. That's what's been going on in LA. That eventually, if you're going to do that, well, you're a coward and you have no balls. But it now seems as though fate loves irony. And the protesters are losing balls. In this now viral video.
I shot me in the nuts. And now I'm losing a ball. Surgery is tomorrow.
ICE shot me in the nuts, and now I'm losing a ball. For the first time in my life, I'm proud to pay taxes. You know, I think my tax dollars have been well spent. Protester LA riot police shot him in the groin. Oh my. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are again proud to explain to you that incredible things are happening in our country. So let's talk about a somewhat hilarious, but perhaps less violent, incredible thing that is happening. That's a little niche, but I think important. Derek Guy is a fashion critic on X. Very snarky. He often hits conservatives for the way that they dress. I spoke to a bespoke tailor about this and confirmed that J.D. Vance's pants are too slim, hence why he rides up like this. And like often, you know, he's often snarking at J.D. Vance. People say J.D. Vance's pants are too short. They're not. They ride up because they are too slim. You can see in today's Starmer meeting. So then he's like often and regularly criticizing the apparel. Vance's sleeves are too slim, causing them to catch on his shirt. Ride up. Common problem. Okay. just walked by ICE, and I was wearing slim chinos and dress sneakers, so they suspected nothing. All right. So this is what this guy does, right? He's criticizing Pete Hegseth as saying he can help him dress better. And he's criticized Josh Hawley in the Senate. He's come after me, right? I just wear a T-shirt, but he says that my T-shirts are too long. Well, we're moving around a lot. Sometimes you got to lift your arms up. I don't know. I don't want my belly hanging out. It just is what it is, right? So anyway, I got no beef, but this guy's become quite famous, even though he has me blocked. Too bad. He's become quite famous for his little fashion critiques. Turns out that this snarky fashion influencer who regularly mocks Trump and J.D. Vance's outfits is here illegally in the country. Oh my. DHS response. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is what I'm talking about. So he does this really long, I'm not going to read you the whole thing, but effectively, he's from Vietnam. And he's a illegal immigrant, right? He doesn't have any legal migration status. Okay. I'm still unsure whether we technically broke immigration law. And he says that he was smuggled in from Canada without any legal documentation. He's an undocumented immigrant. The menswear guy just openly admitted here that he's here illegally. J.D. Vance, I know you're reading this and you have the opportunity to do the funniest thing ever. And J.D. Vance posts this meme. Yes, this is the J.D. Vance account with 4.3 million followers posting this Jack Nicholson departed meme. And here, Homeland Security is posting this Spy Kids meme. Incredible things are happening. We need a walk-off, J.D. Vance versus menswear guy. I honestly didn't expect that this would happen when I joined a menswear forum 15 years ago. J.D. Vance uses ominous meme to threaten menswear guy who mocks his suits. Will J.D. Vance deport a guy who's been mean about his fashion? Yes, please let it happen. Please, God, let it happen. I just know they're going to deport the cringe menswear guy in the most embarrassing way possible, making him wear the most atrociously fitting suit or jumpsuit. J.D. Vance roasts his outfit. If J.D. Vance gets the menswear guy deported, he deserves to be the first VP on Mount Rushmore. Glad to see there is a sartorial expert to replace a menswear guy when he gets deported. Okay, I don't get that one. Hey, menswear guy, what are your thoughts on this outfit? When you're in El Salvador, get it? Yeah. I think I can outrun you in these clothes. So now he's snarking back at J.D. Vance. So he hits back at J.D. Vance. Oh, man. Here's my house. I think I can outrun you. So now he's taunting J.D. Vance. Bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it works out for him. The smug manlet, menswear guy, is an illegal alien. Tom Homan. He has the chance to do the funniest thing ever and send him back to Vietnam. Well, me making your crappy low-cost T-shirts in a foreign country after I've been deported. Oh, no. Get ready to go back to the sweatshops, buddy. Oh, no. Turns out he's an illegal alien. Tick-tock. You're going back. Bye-bye. So now he's getting roasted. Taunting the Vice President of the United States is an illegal immigrant. Not a good idea. The guy whose whole life revolves around criticizing every little detail of how complete strangers dress wants people to mind their own business. He's a legal alien. You know, we have a message for you, and it comes directly from Theo Von.
Heard you got deported, dude. Bye.
Bye. Theo Von's a real one for that. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the F-aroundest of times and the finaltiest of times, and the most interesting people are finding out. It's just glorious to cover. For more of it, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. See ya.